And I'll see you later, buddy. Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. I want to welcome you out here to our shop and our office where our operations take place here locally. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe for two reasons. One, you're going to get to see some cool stuff happen out here at the shop and in my yard throughout the course of the year. Number two, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel and on my email list, we're giving away 5 Strom battery powered sprayers to 5 different winners as soon as they're back in stock. They're out of stock right now. It should be about the end of May or so, and they're in stock. And I'm gonna draw 5 different winners from my email list and those who are subscribed to the YouTube channel. That'll be in the description below. Now, this piece of grass behind me is 4 different grasses, okay? Bluegrass, this is fescue, this is rye, and then bluegrass and fescue mixed. And the whole entire time this is going to be Bermuda. I planted this out here just to show you the 4 different ones. My original plan was to smoke it off because we're getting ready to plant GCI Heat Wave out here, which is Bermuda grass seed. And I've read the comments, and then lots of folks said, hey, give it away. So that's what we're gonna do. When I figured out I was gonna give it away, the very next day I came out here and put a full rate of Higher Bricks lawn fertilizer on it. Really perk it up. 2 weeks after that, which was a few days ago, I put some X-Start from Carbon Earth on it. When I cut this sod, I'm gonna stress it a little bit, okay? I'm taking its legs out from under it by cutting all that root system. So I went on and put the phosphorus down so it's in the ground right there, and it's going to be right there in the top inch so the turf can use it when it gets relocated and they don't have to put any additional phosphorus down. So I got 3 guys coming tomorrow. Today's Friday and I'm going to mow it today. Those guys will be here in the morning. I'm going to sod cut that up, and I'm going to kind of go over with them how to lay it, how to care for it afterwards. I've got a little care pack they don't know about yet that I'm gonna hook them up with, little goodie packs that don't tell them. We'll kind of go over all that instruction on how to water, how to lay it, how to feed it, the whole 9 yards when they get here tomorrow. But right now I'm gonna give it a quick mow, stripe it up one last time. I get excited, man, and I forget I even film stuff and all that. But I'm gonna end up. I had this idea of taking it all be Bermuda and cutting most of it, you know, 1/2 inch, and then kind of in the middle, design out a golf green. And I'm gonna put a chipping pad over there by the woods, and I'm gonna put one up there, and then I can hit lob wedges down there to it. So, well, you can tell it was my first time ever cutting sod. I left a little on the plate, didn't I? Which I don't know, that's, I mean, you can still use that.
I got a lot of use for that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'll fit somewhere.
Yep, it sure will. It's actually gonna help.
Matt's out here gonna get his sod right. Do you remember how rock hard this ground was when I started? And I've been super aggressive with the humic acid, and look. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Now, assuming that you've already leveled and tilled and all that kind of thing, the way I like to lay sod, and I don't know if this is standard practice or what, but it's the way I like to do it, is I'll butt them up together. Make sure you got a good tight seam, like that. And then on my next run, I stagger them. See how my previous joint's right here? And then I butt that up against it like that. And then just make sure you get it good and tight. It's about as much work laying as it is pulling it up. If you have any pieces of sod that have some gaps in them and you need to fill them in, just take a few handfuls of topsoil and rub it down in there and level it up. And that right there will be some grass seed that you can just kind of lightly sprinkle in there, and it'll fill in. As much as you're gonna water it, that grass seed will come up. And of course, that's the most important thing, is you don't want that profile right there to dry out. Right. Okay, that right there is absolutely perfect as far as moisture. You don't want to drown it, and of course you don't want to leave it dry. About 2 weeks ago, I hit all this with higher bricks, and then 2 days ago, I hit it with a heavy shot of X-Start, carbon X-Start. So it's got plenty of phosphorus right there, so you don't have to do anything for fertilizer. I've already done that for you. Once you get it laid and watered in really good a couple of times, you got a hose end sprayer?
Yep, we use a backpack.
I want you to use a hose end sprayer.
Like Ortho?
Like Ortho. Go to Lowe's, they're dirt cheap, buy one. 3 ounces per 1,000 of that, and 5 ounces per 1,000 of green punch. You can put them in the same thing. Put you a little bit of water in the hose end, put your 3 ounces in, put a little bit more water, put your other 5 ounces in, and fill it up, and run that out over the course of 1,000 square feet. Actually, you can probably do 4.5 ounces and 7.5 ounces because it's 1,500 square feet and knock it out at one time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then do it right before you water it in and water it, and then do that about once a week roughly, and maybe every 10 days with this in between all your watering, and it'll root and run like crazy. Cool. Oh, that's y'all's.
Thank you.
And I'll get you some with some Cool Blue so you can do the same thing. I'm right here with Brett. You come from Austin, Atlanta?
Houston, which is about an hour or so north of Atlanta.
About an hour north of Atlanta. So this is 100% my fault. I jacked this up. I had no clue how much space you needed for 1,500 square foot of sod. No clue. So he emailed me and said, hey, will this trailer work? I said, yeah, it'd be plenty. And he didn't get it all. So that's my fault for not doing my homework. So I think you got, he's probably got roughly 500 square foot of it. So, and I gave him my word he could have 1,500 square foot worth. So I'm gonna send you home with 2 bags of the Cool Blue, so you can sod part of it, and then whatever you don't, you can seed it. You can carry that a whole lot easier than you can carry this, you know what I mean? So 100% my bad for not doing my homework. The other 2 guys did a phenomenal job themselves. They brought 2 trailers there, and I didn't tell them, they just did it on their own. And I got some X-Start right here. Now you can put that down with the grass seed. You don't need to put the X-Start down on the sod because I've already applied that 2 or 3 days ago. So it's plenty good. But anyway,
I greatly appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm very sorry that I should have come out here and measured it and figured done some math and all that. I know it was a long drive, so the least I could do is send you home with 1,500 square foot worth of grass.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I greatly appreciate it.
Cool. Good deal. All right, well, I'll be back Monday when I come back to work. And the other fella's supposed to come get this fescue. If you don't, you can consider it dead as a hammer. Because I'm going to spray it Monday if it ain't gone. All right, well, there you go. A sod job in the books. Check you later. So I think I really got confused on that. Mr. Brett from Atlanta came for the Cool Blue, which is fescue and bluegrass mix, okay? Now that's the grass seed I sent him home with, but this sod right here is the all fescue. So the cool thing is that's an easy fix. And what I mean by that is I'm gonna send Mr. Brett a little bit of Kentucky bluegrass, and when he overseeds in the fall, he can simply add a little bluegrass to the fescue and you get Cool Blue. So it's good that I messed up like that, because if it was vice versa, it's incredibly difficult to remove the bluegrass from the fescue, if you follow me. If he wanted all fescue but got the Cool Blue, it'd be hard to take that bluegrass out of the fescue. So we're good to go. All he's got to do is put a little bluegrass seed down and he's good to go. Sorry about that, Brett. Man, I'm telling you, I'm wide open right now, running 150 miles an hour, a lot going on, and I just simply misunderstood you, and I apologize for that.